to DonateLife.net, nearly 120,000 men, women, and children currently need life-saving organ transplants, and every 10 minutes, another name is added to this list. Frankly, there are not enough donors in the world to help each and every one of these people. But what if I could tell you that there could be a way? That there is a way to make sure each person on the National Organ Transplant List could get a heart, a liver, a kidney, constructed just for them. This possibility is not only plausible, but purely incredulous because it lies in the tiniest form of life, the embryonic stem cell. Stem cells can be found inside every human. MayoClinic.com claims that these cells have unique qualities that are unlike any other cell in the body. They can copy themselves for an unlimited period and can grow into many of the different cell types in the body. The stem cells that are present in adults can be found in bone marrow, teeth, mammary glands, and the olfactory glands. These adult stem cells are limited in their power because they can only replicate into cells in their category, meaning adult teeth stem cells can only become teeth, adult bone marrow stem cells can only become blood cells. These adult cells cannot form any other cell in the body. However, the embryonic stem cell can. This tiny cell has properties that the adult stem cell does not. NewsMedical.net states that they have the ability to form into any cell in the human body, and they have no limitations. This means that one cell can be programmed to form white blood cells, nerve endings, and even an entire new organ. If scientists program these cells, they could potentially generate a completely functioning human organ that would be ready for transplant without the need of a living human donor. So, why aren't scientists and doctors using this as a valid method of organ transplant? It all lies in the word embryonic. After fertilization, when sperm and egg meet, these combined cells ultimately become what is known as a blastocyst, which forms after 3 to 4 days prior to conception. The embryonic stem cell is derived from the innermost part of a blastocyst, and by separating these cells, one would destroy a potential human embryo. However, scientifically, the blastocyst isn't an embryo at all. It is considered to be the stage before cells are considered a zygote or even an embryo. Embryonic stem cells are removed before any of the stages that consider the cells to contain actual human life. When Do Human Beings Begin, published in Princeton's newspaper, says that the embryological view of life states that life begins 14 days after conception, and that the embryo's heart and brain doesn't even begin to function until about 24 to 27 weeks. In addition, according to the article, Embryonic Stem Cell Research Benefits Outweigh Costs, published on Yahoo, many of the blastocysts are donated to science. They are willingly given to scientists because the benefits do outweigh the negative ethical aspects. Federal funding for embryonic stem cell research has been prohibited since 1996, according to the New York Times, but it also states that embryonic stem cells are still needed for multiple uses and could be the key in finding a cure for many diseases found in the world today. In conclusion, stem cell research is the holy grail of New Age science. It opens so many possibilities for the medical field. We could potentially treat Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, diabetes, all with the tiniest of cells. This can only be achieved with embryonic stem cells because of their ability to change into any cell, and this is a quality all its own. There is nothing in the world that can do the same, and its powers should be utilized on the sick and dying people in our lives today. Just like abortion, embryonic stem cell research is very misunderstood, and many people do not take the time to try and understand it because of their religion or their ethics. However, is it more ethical to let nearly 52,000 people die each year waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? Or is it our moral duty to seek out a way to save these people? It is possible, and it is in our grasp.